the VR Podcast.
So I'm here with Sandra Clark with Lenovo. And so first thing, can you tell us like your role with Lenovo and especially with the Mirage Solo?
Sure. So I am the worldwide lead for Lenovo VR Classroom, which is a complete VR experience kit for use in the classroom.
Perfect.
And it features our Mirage Solo headset, which is our student device. This beauty is the first all-in-one wireless VR headset with Google's Daydream operating system built for VR.
Which is a seamless performance. I mean, when you go from like the experience of Daydream and the Android phones, and then you experience it on the Solo, I find that it's really fluid. And I will say from standalone units, it is probably the best quality experience out there, especially at the price point that it's at. I think it's really good, and we love it at the podcast. We absolutely love it.
So do we at Lenovo.
As they should. So talk to us about maybe what y'all are talking about at the conference with the Solo.
Sure. So the Lenovo VR Classroom kit is built to be a complete kit for VR. So how do you bring a VR kit into a classroom and make it meaningful for teachers and students? And it starts with a great device, right? Everything is all inside here, the Mirage Solo. It's all-in-one, wireless, very easy, clean to deploy. It can be fully sanitized in between students, so we're not communicating any.
Which is very, very important.
Especially in flu season, which we are now.
Yes.
It also comes with a teacher tablet, teacher device to control the experience on all the student devices, and a Ruckus wireless access point. And what that does is keeps the students off the internet so that they're only paying attention to what the teacher wants them to see within the VR experience. Everything lives inside this awesome Brentford cart, so it's easy to charge, easy to store, check it out for the day.
And I think that's something that's a little different from Solo than you see in other standalones is with the classroom type model, and they're using the ad hoc router. You don't necessarily have to worry about internet connections for the experience, and that cannot be understated enough, especially being here like at the technology conference where everybody knows that the Wi-Fi is probably not the greatest, and it's the same way in all schools. Not all schools have enough bandwidth or good enough infrastructure to make a headset work like it should. So that's really great news. So I know that last year, I think here is when y'all announced, because I think at CES you showed the Solo, but here's where you kind of debuted the education component of it. So can you talk to us about what those kits kind of look like? I know there's like a couple of variations on those.
Yeah, so we debuted the kit this time last year. We've got 3 different size kits. There's a 3-pack kit that's kind of great for just testing out VR, maybe taking it to different schools. And then there's our 10-pack and our 24-pack. Those both come in the full-size Brentford cart. They're easy for a teacher to check out for the day, and all of the devices live and charge inside here.
Oh, perfect.
So 3 different sizes, and like you said, it's been a year, so we've learned a lot. We've worked with teachers and students all around the country, and they're excited about using VR to learn in the classroom.
Let's talk about partnerships that you have and the content that you have built into the Solo.
Awesome. So Lenovo is proud to be partnered with Google Expeditions. We're an official Google Expeditions kit provider.
All right.
We preload the app along with a number of field trips, virtual field trips, on the headsets and the teacher tablets before they even get to the school. So they're nice and plug and play easy. And the other partnership we have, which is really exciting, is the Wild Immersion with Jane Goodall. These are amazing wildlife videos, interactive, and exclusive to our kids. So we're really proud of that.
That's awesome. And I think that those type of experiences are what our students are really lacking, right? Because I think we all went through and we watched the videos, right, when we were coming up in school, but it's not like it is when you experience it and you're immersed in it. It just takes it to a whole nother level. So
absolutely, and we're very focused on student engagement. How do we help teachers get students really excited, engaged in learning? And when you put that headset on and you see a lion coming towards your face, or you're flying in the air with flamingos, it's totally amazing.
Yeah, even though you're telling yourself that it's not real, there's something about it that you react physically to it. That's great. So what has been the feedback over the last 12 months from educators? Has it been positive?
Oh,
I would imagine so.
Absolutely. So teachers told us, we said, why are you excited about VR? And they said, I want to get my kids engaged. I want to get them excited about learning. I want to expand their worldview, right? Show them places that you might never see in the real world, like inside the human body or even outer space, all right?
Oh, it's still going. Okay, yeah.
So most of us probably aren't going to outer space anytime soon,
Yeah.
right? So we can take kids there and show them things like concepts like gravity, planets, distances, amazing things like that. And teachers have said their kids are going wild for it.
Yeah, and research is actually showing that's probably the biggest benefit of VR. There's a study that just came out from Stanford VR, Jeremy Balinson over there, talking about reserve VR for things that we can't do, right? So either out of finances or in the terms of space, we really can't do, because very few of us are going to be astronauts and be able to go into space.
Absolutely. I was just in Toronto a couple of months ago, and we said, listen, a lot of the students here have probably seen Niagara Falls, but why couldn't every child, no matter where they're located, get to stand on the deck of the Lady of the Mist and see the water and kind of experience that sound, and that's really what VR can bring.
Absolutely. So do y'all have some idea of maybe where y'all would like to see the Mirage Solo, and maybe specifically for the education, where y'all would like to see it head in the next 12 months?
Absolutely. So I think there's a lot more content coming soon.
So, that's always important.
Google is working with developers on creating more daydream apps, like looking inside the human body, dissection. We're working with a company called Labster on virtual science labs. So imagine combining chemicals and doing science labs all in VR in a safe environment. So lots more educational content coming soon.
Repeatable, safe in those environments. That's awesome. Well, thank you, Sandra, so much for meeting with me and sharing with me the news about the Solo. And hopefully we'll be back around and maybe we'll see some other stuff, and we'll talk with you later.
Thanks.
All right.